Hello. I just had a question on my video about how you call out those using Christ to be in leadership positions, to be in homes for displaced women, children, whatever, yet are committing spiritual authority abuse, is what another has came in and observed and called it out to be. And they said, well, when you're living there for free, is that too much to ask? Yeah, it's too much to ask. You never please man over God. You always do what God tells us, what the Word tells us, what Christ. If you claim to be following Christ, then He tells you clearly, follow Him and do not follow the world. These are things like money. It's not bad to do those things, but you don't put those things as a priority above all and everything. You do what the Word tells us. There's also another manipulation out there and where they twist the truth. They tell you, just pray it away. This is not biblical, guys. You don't allow people to abuse you. You don't allow them to abuse children or harm others. You don't, the Christians that say just pray it away and take no action are the ones that just stuff their feelings down. They don't go into feeling their feelings, they don't go into calling out like we are told to call out things. When things come into your path and God has put it into your awareness to make you aware that atrocity is going on or abuse or harm to yourself or another individual, we are to call that out. We aren't to just turn a blind eye to it and then pray that everybody's okay. These type of individuals will excuse the abusers and then attack you for not wanting to be abused. This is exactly what's going on. They will attack you, your own family members. And it doesn't matter, people. It doesn't matter if it's your family members. If they're telling you to stay in abuse, if they're telling you to accept somebody preventing you from having that connection with Christ, if they're telling you to accept um, having control and power over you, if they're telling you to accept not doing what the Word says and what the Holy Spirit tells you and things like this, these are people that are under a delusion and they're not following Christ because that's not what He tells us. To call someone out doesn't mean that you don't love them. To call someone out doesn't mean Christ didn't love them. He loved all. Yeah, that's what they told me when I was in this process of explaining that I was taking steps, the biblical steps, to call them out. Well, Christ loved everyone. It doesn't mean He didn't love everyone. He loved Judas and allowed him to kill him and betray him, right? But He doesn't want us to go through that. Just because you love someone, you should call out what they're doing wrong. You actually don't love them if you don't call out what they do wrong. I was told to me like this: the sin is on their head, but the blood is on yours. So if you sit back and you allow abuse under the name of Christ, under the name of scriptures and things like that, and you sit back and you just allow it and you don't try to bring it forward and work this out and make them aware of it first, you're to go to them first. And then the next step is you go to another and then you take it to the assembly. If you don't take those steps when you know there's clear cut religious, spiritual authority abuse going on or harm, using Christ or the Bible, God to exploit and things like this. If you don't call these things out, the sin's on their head, but the blood's on yours, on your hands. We are told to call each other out. That's what love is. Christ wants us walking in His way. It doesn't say just all come to me and you're just saved and go live however you want and treat each other however you want. No, He doesn't want religious leaders over us. He walked away from them. So what this individual is telling me is don't be like Christ. Stay there and allow Him to do whatever you want. So they're actually telling me to be antichrist. Okay, Timmy.